Welcome to yet another LFF review. Today I'm reviewing Supernova, directed and written by Harry Macqueen and starring Colin Firth and Stanley Tucci in what is perhaps my favorite film of the festival thus far, so let's talk about it. We follow Sam and Tusker, who are traveling across England in their old RV to visit friends, family, and places from their past. Since Tusker has been diagnosed with dementia for 2 years at the point that this story takes place, their time spent together is the most important thing they have. And I will start this review by saying the most obvious thing you might already be expecting, and that is that Stanley Tucci and Colin Firth are beyond wonderful in this film. Wonderfully raw, genuine performances that they give. It's a truly heartfelt story, dealt with its subject matter in a very delicate way. And I love that the story isn't necessarily what you're expecting about his dementia. It's about how it is affecting them, their relationship, and how they're both very differently dealing with it. Colin Firth, the route that his character takes, at least, really surprised me. This is a man that at one point you realize he is kind of self-destructing. He is kind of fearing beyond words or expressions how much he's grieving this incoming loss of his partner of 20 years. And it's astounding to see the most emotional scenes in this film. They really get you, so prepare your tissues. This is one of those movies that will really get you in those most important scenes. And the film is filled mostly with just conversations, just these two people that know each other so well, talking, but at the same time fearing saying something in the wrong way or saying something at the wrong time. And it's how they balance that delicate subject matter, that topic, in between each other, and how they bounce off each other is amazing to witness. Not to sell Stanley Tucci's performance any shorter. It is amazing. It is phenomenal to watch this man's work, to watch them work together really, but since I talked so much about Colin Firth, Stanley Tucci deserves all the same praise that Firth gets. I hope we get to see these two men nominated for some Oscars come however the hell the Oscars are happening, but they deserve those trophies, that's for sure. The film also looks gorgeous. The cinematography as a whole is amazing, but the landscapes that we sometimes see, not only when they stop and just look around the scenery, or maybe as they're traveling inside their RV, it's just beautiful to be on this journey with these two people and seeing their love and affection for each other and how much they're both hurting together and how they're being affected individually, what they're holding back from each other. It's a truly introspective movie. It's truly a character piece for both of them. I don't think either of them is supporting. They're just the pair of starring roles in this film. And the script is also phenomenal. Macqueen really knows when to reel something in or when to let things just vent out of someone's chest, someone taking a weight off their shoulders, not only with the conversations that these two have together, but how they interact with other people. There's this big elongated dinner scene where they're having this surprise party, and just the conversations that they have with other people, their friends and their family, it's just genuinely heartwarming while at the same time being heart aching because of this big looming cloud above everyone just because of this whole situation. My favorite part of this film, even though I love all of it, but you might be surprised that the third act of this film really nails it. Usually the third act is the toughest part of a film to crack. The third act of this film just slows down and it just feels right. The third act of this film is basically just spent in one house, in one location, and it's amazing the directions that it takes, the conversations that these characters have, the decisions that they make near the end, and just how it ends is gorgeous. And it's one of those films that I don't have any particular issue with. I just wish I had more of it. I had more of this story. I had more time spent with these characters on their journey and with the decisions they make. It's a truly beautiful film. I cannot sell you hard enough on that. As I mentioned in the beginning, probably my favorite film of the festival thus far, one of my favorite movies of the year, and I am giving Supernova an A. Now, what are your thoughts on Supernova? Are you looking forward to it? Did you have any idea that it existed before you watched this review? Let me know what is your favorite performance from Stanley, Tucci, and from Colin Firth in the comments. And thank you so much for joining me in my LFF reviews, my beautiful geekies. Check out my review for The Boys Season 2, my early review for Bly Manor, and keep tuning in for more LFF reviews to come. I hope to see you there. And so until the next video, don't forget to stay beautiful, stay geek, and please do like, share, and subscribe because it really helps me and the channel out, but most importantly above everything else, forever and always, love each other and love the movies.